First of all, this most definitely needs to be said because I don't want a single soul painting Albert in a bad light or thinking negatively of him. He is quite literally one of the nicest people that I have ever talked to from this community, so he doesn't deserve that. I just need to make sure it's crystal clear that Flamingo did get 100% full permission from the owner of the game that he raided. They gave him permission to raid their game and the intentions behind it were not malicious in the slightest. Sure, it was named as a raid, but it genuinely seemed more like a massive planned hangout session for Albert and his fans. We are not raiding the Lil Nas X event, by the way, and I got permission from the owner of the game that we are raiding. He didn't try to mess up the event for Roblox or for Lil Nas X. Flamingo and his fans were targeting a completely different game, and what goes even further than that is the fact that he made sure he had permission before he even began planning anything. So I opened up his Twitter just now to find out where all of this began, and this isn't even remotely close to being related to the nature of this video, but at 6 AM this morning he decided it was a good idea to tweet, what if Lil Nas X didn't dance on the Roblox concert and he just forced out diarrhea and you could see his diaper filling up live. Now, I have two things to say. Number one being, for the sake of everyone involved, I truly hope that Lil Nas X did not see this tweet, mainly because I don't want him getting any ideas. And second of all, the most important one is that I would now like for someone to take away Albert's Twitter privileges, which is a joke, by the way, just please don't get angry at me, I am begging you. It's Junkbot week, make sure to dress up like Junkbot. I have no idea what Junkbot week is, but something is telling me that it's some kind of inside joke that got created within the Flamingo community through one of his videos, and by not knowing specifically what that is, I probably just angered a lot of people, but please show mercy. I did this to come to terms with my unnecessary rage towards casual Junkbot wearers. Fair enough, I guess that is one way to deal with this, but I also just quickly searched for Flamingo Junkbot on YouTube and all I could find was this video from like 5 or 6 days ago, literally just titled Roblox Junkbot. I kind of skipped through that to see if it includes any missing information that I require, and everyone is just participating in something they called Junkbot Week as if it's common knowledge thing that we should all automatically know about. Although I now understand that he just wanted everyone to dress as the Junkbot package for a whole week and to not under any circumstances change their avatar to anything that isn't the Junkbot package. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video or Flamingo himself will raid your Roblox game whether you actually have one or not. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already because we are now just 18,000 away from our goal of 300,000 subscribers. The next thing Albert tweeted about this is 16 hours until the Junkbot raid, many are waiting, and this is what made me realise that perhaps I am missing a whole lot more information than I realised, but that's fine. I guess all we need to know right now is that Flamingo just raided a game on Roblox. At that point, 16 hours to go, that's literally a few hours of sleep, wake up and then a whole busy day of doing daytime stuff, and already the lobby game he made for the raid had thousands and thousands of people ready and waiting. This kinda reminds me of how every single concert I've ever been to, I've waited in the line outside for an average of like 10 to maybe 12 hours straight. It's called dedication, and evidently these people seem to have a lot of it. But fear not, because the time of the raid itself came around soon enough, and this very dedicated bunch of Junkbots didn't have to be waiting around too long. 87,000 people rallied for the Junkbot raid, and there is still 25 minutes left to go. The game created purely to have them join before getting teleported to the target game was Junkbot Lobby, and it got to around just 5 minutes before the raid was supposed to begin. In that short space of 20 spare minutes, the game shot up from 80,000 people to over 170,000 people, each one of them ready and waiting to go raid a Roblox game known as The Hood, which, by the way, 24 hours later, it still has a bunch of the Junkbot avatar people dotted around in pretty much every single server that the game has. Plus, I don't know how many players this game usually has, but right now it has 5,000, and my bet is that a lot of those those are from people who found the game through the raid. Lil Nas X, can you join our Junkbot raid before your concert? At Lil Nas X, we have 200,000 people. Honestly, I think he should have done it. Can you imagine the title that would have come out of that? Lil Nas X just raided a Roblox game with Flamingo, would have been phenomenal, and this is nothing short of a missed opportunity. We are raiding here, the teleport is broken because it was 200,000 people. Here's the thing, I saw a lot of people talking about how Flamingo was possibly the one that broke Roblox and indirectly broke the concert event as well, because his raid took place 1 hour before, and they are using the fact that he teleported 200,000 people at the same time from one game into a different game, and absolutely that would cause a lot of problems. But how can people say that Flamingo is the one that made sure the event was broken because he used the teleport feature on 200,000 people, and then completely ignore the fact that Roblox teleported 1 million entire players after that happened, all at the same time and on the exact minute that the event was supposed to begin? You know, I kind of wish I would have seen this raid happening live for myself, but after going through some of the replies to Albert, it's now very obvious that the raid having so many people participating caused this one game to start experiencing a lot of problems just in general, but especially with loading. And I think at one point even the Roblox servers themselves started to struggle a little bit because of the whole teleporting 200,000 players situation. But I don't think that the people at Roblox realised this was the cause, because I can't imagine they would watch their own servers almost pass away because Albert teleported 200,000 people and then go ahead and do the same thing, but with 5 times the amount of people right as the very popular concert event was about to start. Amazing time raiding, my Junkbots. We got over 220,000 people and broke Roblox at one point. Now it's time to go to the Lil Nas X event, have fun, and thank you for making life so fun. And just to clarify, don't raid the event, by the way, just relax and listen to Lil Nas X's concert. Right now, I'm just going to put my thoughts out there, because Flamingo not only got permission from the owner of the game so that he could raid the game with his fans, but he also made sure to wrap up the raid before the concert event began and tried very hard to ensure that everyone knew they weren't supposed to be raiding the concert, but instead just attend it and have fun like everyone else would be doing. All of these factors combined means that my own opinion is that he couldn't have done more, and yet people are still angry at him for doing this, whether it was because their favourite game is the one that got raided, or if they are just slightly upset because Roblox momentarily broke in a few different areas. But I just don't see what else he possibly could have done. I understand people getting upset because 200,000 people just started raiding the game they usually play, but the owner gave permission, and that's 100% their choice to do that. If you're unhappy with a 30-minute raid happening on a game that isn't even yours, then maybe just go do something else until they finish what they are doing. I don't know, it's over now, and the majority of people are just happy and found it entertaining that Albert did something fun like this with his fans, and I have to agree with them. They very clearly had a very fun time, and I really don't think Flamingo did anything wrong. But anyway guys, think of the Roblox YouTuber Flamingo raiding a smaller game with 220,000 entire people all dressed as the Junkbot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.